you come across any dangerous bugs?
I some of the people on this trip are a little bit more scared of certain bugs
Yes.
than others. I haven't seen anything that has freaked me out. I didn't see any mosquitoes really, which was great because there's malaria out here and no one wants that.
There's the one here right now, but
Is there? Is there one in
yeah,
here?
making.
I did see a crazy bug yesterday. It would not leave me alone. It was like a beetle.
Is it dangerous?
Yes. Now, I don't know.
Potentially.
I kind of just shoot it out of the way.
Casey Culkin wants to know, how does it make you feel seeing the joy you can bring to the people here in Kenya?
Well, I think that's the cool thing about what we did. We weren't showing people how sad the people of Kenya are or how oppressed they are. It was like, look what you can do. You can make them happy. You can change their life, and I think that's what I loved about this trip. We were going to different families and different communities that were so joyful and so happy because of the small things that we had done for them, or that World Vision has done for them.
Mm. Yeah, definitely. Jacqueline is asking, what are the differences in some of the traditions here and the United States? And did they teach you any kind of traditions? And likewise, did you teach any to them?
The first one that came to mind was, you meet some of the kids. They shake your hand, and then they grab their arm, and then some of them did like a little curtsy thing, which I thought was really cool, and it seemed really proper.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like kids in America should do it. Other than that, I'm sure thousands of different traditions, but we didn't. They're really sweet people, which I don't know if all Americans are. But I don't know. I don't know if I showed them anything about our culture. I was just trying to live in theirs.
Nyla wants to know, did you ever get homesick?
Yeah, for sure. I miss my wife, I miss my family, and especially it's the holiday season. But not enough to where I didn't enjoy the trip, and and to where like I didn't appreciate what I was doing. It was always just like, man, I can't wait to get home to see my family. But I'm here now, so this is what I do.
That's great.
Good luck saying
Let's
that.
see, yeah. Shosh, I'm going to say it like this. Shosh PD,
I think that's how you say it.
okay, wants to know, what is your inspiration for wanting to help people throughout the world?
In growing up and when I got to college, I got to go on a couple different trips and through around the world and see the tough time that people have and the things that they don't have that we so easily take for granted every day. And so I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of crazy things, and again, just the people love to help. People love to help other people, but they don't know. They don't know what's going on. They don't know how to help, and that's that's part of what I've always wanted to try to do, is just tell people, give them knowledge about what they can do, and this is just another medium for that.
And that's the great thing about the gift catalog, is it's a really easy way for people to give.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, and I've given things from a gift catalog like this before for Christmas, and people appreciate it so much more. They're like, because you can give it not only just for them, but you can give it to someone else and go, I know this is for you, but it's actually for someone else. And it's always just it's a different way to give a gift during this time, because we give gifts all the time, and I mean, I know I give gifts, and I'm like, I hope they like this, and it's always cool to give them something like this to where they go, doesn't matter if you like this. At least it's helping someone else out, you know.
Right.
And they do. People always appreciate it more, and it's like, thank you so much for giving me something that actually makes a big difference in the world.
Yeah, it's a really meaningful gift. Altris wants to know the story of the little girl whose photo you tweeted today.
That was Jane. That was Sylvia's daughter. So I felt like we had a special bond. She was a sweet.
She was awesome.
Yeah,
she was great. And again, people will be able to see
that video soon.
Yeah.
I don't know when that's going to come out. Maybe tomorrow.
I think it's the next one in the.
It's got to be the next one
in the schedule. Yeah.
It's not the next one in the queue. Okay. Cool. Goats. We got goats next.
Goats. Oh, goats. Right. Talk about the goats a little bit.
Don't
give away any surprises from the video, but
the goats were fun actually, because we did the chickens before. I don't like birds, so I try to steer away from the chickens as much as I could, because birds freak me out. Not so much chickens as regular birds, but I was not ready to like pick up a chicken or anything. But the goats were really cool. They had a pin for them. I think she had received, this is a different Mary, she had received like 6 goats or something like that. Yeah, I think it was 6. And what was the coolest thing was that in that short amount of time, 3 of the goats were already pregnant. So they were already going to have like 9 goats.
That's great.
Either by the end of the year or early next year. And get to hang out with the goats. I got to feed the goats a little bit, which you will see, which was a lot of fun, and so it was fun to kind of, and the kids over there were really cool. We hung out with them a little bit more than we did the other ones.
That's great. One real fan would like you to, in one word, describe this trip.
Educational. At least for me, hopefully for me, and for the people back at home. That changing people's lives is just like it's a click. It's a click on your computer screen, you know.
That's great. Marissa wants to know how this trip has changed your thoughts on what the real spirit of Christmas is all about.
Yeah, I mean, when you grow up, at least my parents, they were like, it's always better to give a gift than to receive a gift, and so that's what this is about. That's what this is about, giving a gift that not only is just a gift, like a toy truck I'm fairly older, so I maybe have an iPhone or something, or Beats. But this is a gift that will feed someone, or give them clean water, or give them the ability to get medicine that they wouldn't have been able to get before. So it's a better gift than what we give in America.
Patty would like to know if anyone knew you from American Idol here.
Not that I remember. No, I don't think anybody knew who I was. They had heard that I was a quote unquote celebrity. So that was. So they would sometimes they would want to take pictures with me, but even when you pull out a guitar, people are like, "Singer, huh?" I'm like, "Yeah." So
Kevin Lee would like to, would like to know how the people of Kenya express their thankfulness to you.
Sometimes there was tears, but it was always like tears with a smile on their face. You know, and they would just, because we would always ask them, you know, some of the videos that we did, a team from World Vision had already come, so we got to show them a video that was pre-made for them, and you know, you could always see like just how happy they were, and happy for what they've done. And even immediately when we got to Sylvia's place, she was just like, thank you, and I was like, what? This is crazy. I don't even know you. and they're always like asking you to come back, and you can stay at my house, and it's just cool. They're very sweet people and very appreciative.
Rainbow Sclery would like to know, did you learn anything about yourself on this trip?
That I don't mind instant coffee.
You don't mind instant coffee?
I felt like I was a coffee snob before, but
You've been cured.
in Turkana, I had some instant coffee and it was delicious.
Great.
Nescafe.
Nescafe. Bermuda Lover would like to know, did you ever hear of World Vision before this trip?
I'd heard of World Vision through different people. I remember seeing some different things when I was in Thailand, right after the tsunami, of different people that had worked with World Vision before. So
Cool.
I knew about them. I didn't know exactly what they did, but so I'm glad I got to hang out with them a little bit.
We are too. Abigail would like to know, did you meet a sponsored child?
We did. We met. That's one of the video clips that you'll see. We met a sponsor child named Brian. Went to his school, and then got to hang out with him and his mom and his little sister.
I think so.
I think his little sister, and ended up meeting up with his dad later. But they were. It was funny because Brian was very quiet. He was a very quiet kid. He kind of had this like scowl on his face the whole time. And then after a while, he like warmed up, and he had this big smile. And his mom was really sweet. She ended up singing for us, which was great. She told us her story, which, I mean, and you'll see it, but it was so cool to see something like she was telling us that like she didn't have a roof on her house before Brian was sponsored. She didn't, and there's other things like food and water and all that stuff. But she also said like World Vision had, because of the sponsorship, had given them a lamp, which I was like, a lamp, okay, that's great. What is that for? And she wanted it for her kids to read at night, and because when it gets dark, it's dark. You can't read, and so it was cool to kind of see another like small thing that can make a big difference. You know, she wants her kid to grow up and be smart and to be educated and be able to do things in either community or in Kenya or somewhere else, and you know they have hopes and dreams for their families.
It was interesting to see how people were so passionate about kids being educated, and how World Vision is really helping to support that and bring that forward.
Absolutely, it was really cool because you know they paid so much attention to the school and what it was to the kids, and the woman at the school, she had a hold on the kids that I've never seen before. I don't even think they're on vacation. They were on like it's Christmas break for them, and she had gotten all the kids to come to the school. They were all dressed properly.